Hi folks, welcome again to the channel. Juan here from Physical Media EU. Today I want to discuss the A24 membership and see if it's really worth it for EU customers. Hello again. As I was saying, today we want to talk about the membership of A24 and see if it's really worth it for EU customers. So the A24 membership is also called AAA24. You can find it on the website. They have ads for it in several places, but specifically if you enter to the shop, the online shop, there you will see a big ad for this membership. So let's talk about first how much does it cost, what benefits does it have, and go through the different things. So basically there are two plans that you can get for this membership, and that's either the US version or the international plan, right? So the US version I think costs something like about $5 per month, and if you buy the whole year you pay only like $50 or $55 for the full year. So that's quite nice. And on the other hand, the international one is as almost double as expensive. So the price includes European VAT. So you're looking at, well, the EU average VAT is around 21%, but there are countries that can go as high as 27 for Hungary, for example, or as low as 16 for Luxembourg, I think. So depends on where you are, the price can vary a little bit, but you can be looking at a base price of $100 plus tax for the annual membership. So what do you get for your money, right? So you get a welcome pin, which is I have right here. You can see there. So it's an enamel pin that says AAA24. It's very nice. I never took it out of this plastic. That's why I'm showing it like this. It's nice. I like enamel pins, but I don't use them, so just keep them in a little jar. So that's it. They are nice. I just look at them from time to time, but that's it. And besides that, you get this membership card, which doesn't have a membership number or anything. This is just generic. It says, welcome to the AAA24, your all access pass to all things A24. Enjoy our latest scene and our new proof of membership pin card. Thank you for joining, and be on the lookout for what's next. More soon, A24. So here you can see you have the big card and the small ones here, kind of like a Walgreens also does this, for example, right? But it's very nice. Also, I'm not taking this out I don't want to put this with my keys or anything or in my wallet. Of course, I'm a proud member of it, but here is fine, I think. So besides that, you get 4 zines per year, so 1 per quarter. Let me show you. This is the latest one from with Brendan Fraser. So it's this little. You can see kind of here how big it is. Yeah, it doesn't have a number of pages, but I would say this is probably about maybe 40 or something like that. This is all Brendan Fraser, right? Right, but it has more things than pictures as well, right? I think there's an interview somewhere, or some old interview, right, from with Fraser and so on. So some text, this one actually is quite heavy in images, but there you go. So you get 4 of these per year delivered to your home, even overseas. With the international one, I get it here. I'm in Denmark. I have said other times I get it here no problem. Another thing included with the membership, which is actually very nice, you get a birthday present. So my birthday was a few months ago, and I got an email from A24 saying, hey, we know your birthday is upcoming. We would like to give you something. Here's a list of things you can choose from. I think there was a list of 4 things. We'll go over this a little bit more, but it's very nice. You can choose your present, and it gets shipped for free. So that's a big thing. Besides that, you get early access to some products. Some A24 products have been selling out immediately, depending on what it is. But for example, those clothes that they made with online ceramics, for example, right? Or the first release of Midsummer in the collector's edition, right? All those sold out super fast. So it's very nice to be able to have early access to those things. But we'll talk more about the shopping experience in a little bit as well. Besides that, you get discounts from time to time on some things, which I can say there are significant discounts, or that's actually also pretty good. Then limited colorways, so there will be some items that you can choose the color from, but members have access to different colors. I guess depending on what it is, can be a big thing for you or not. In my case, I think I'm fine, but okay. And then another very nice thing is that you have what they call VIP treatment. So you get access to real life events that can be like movies. Sometimes they have like even movies with presentations, meaning that before the movie there can be some presentation like that. If you're lucky enough, can include like a director or something in the room. So it's very nice to have access to those things. Then you get like priority customer service. There has been free streaming for movies at like some points. Even some cinemas you can get like free popcorn, and I think that's pretty much it. So it is very nice, I think, in general. But the thing is, like, when you are not in the US, you don't have access to all these things. So, spoiler alert, I think that if you live in the US and you like A24, I think the membership for $5 per month, $50 a year is a no-brainer. I would get it like any day, right? I would just like, I don't know, pay 10 years in advance. I don't know, like it's fine. You get a lot of things for it. Now, in this video, I want to discuss how is the experience when you're in Europe, right? So let's go over the list again and discuss if you really get access to these things, right? So yeah, I got the PIN card, the PIN, sorry, and the membership card. I get the 4 cents per month. I got the birthday gift. So being that the total price is about like at least in Denmark, right, the VAT is quite expensive, it's 25%. So the total price for me is around $125. So that's kind of like the price point that I'm looking to see if putting together the things I get, I kind of compensate that value, right? So these scenes, they sell them for $6 each on their website. The shipping, if you choose like the shipping on the website, is quite expensive, something like $30 or something. But I don't know. I have to say it is delivered quite fast. Normally, when they announce that this is shipping, you get it like less than a couple of weeks after. It happened one time that I didn't get it, and I contacted them on the customer support, and they sent it right away. So that's one thing, right, to consider about this. Now, the other big thing is the birthday present, right? So I got this list of options. I don't remember exactly all of them, but I think the cheapest option was socks, which were like $12, I guess, for one pair. I don't remember right now, but I think it's for one pair. And the most expensive one, and this is the one I chose, was the Tola soundtrack here, the vinyl, which is very nice. This is produced by A24 Music. This music by Mika Levy. I collect vinyls as well, so I thought that this was the most interesting thing for me, and it happened to be also the most expensive. So this was $30. Now, the shipping normally for vinyls is about $36. Also, it can range a little bit because the shipping cost includes VAT. So depending on the country we are in you're in Europe, that can change a little bit, but it will go, as I said before, like between 16 and 27%. Right, of the VAT value. So putting that together, that makes like the value of the birthday gift like around $60, right? Like 30 for the record plus 30 something for shipping. Now, just an FYI, it just happened that a few days after I ordered this, because like you choose them, right, and like you add it to the cart, and it has like $0 added. The thing is, I saw this record on some other website a few days after for €20 instead of $30. So I don't know. First of all, it's not an exclusive item, and you can get it cheaper in other places as well. So that's another thing to consider when you're choosing your present. Now, the key thing to discuss, I think, about this. Now, the key thing about the experience of shopping at A24 is the shipping cost. That's the elephant in the room here. So if we look at the other benefits, right, you get like early product access, discounts, limited colorways, all those things is things that you need to buy and you need to ship. And the shipping is so expensive. So I guess in most cases, like even for me that I consider myself like a big fan, I don't buy things just because of the shipping price. Then I don't get access to those benefits, right? So you can kind of cross those out of the list. So what I do is normally I make like one big purchase per year, but the thing with that is that some things might be sold out, right? Like maybe things are sold out or the colorways are not available anymore, and so on. That's a little bit of a pity, I think. And now, if we look at the other benefits, right? We'll talk more about the shipping in one more second, but I just want to go through over the rest of the benefits. Like the real life events, those are US events. There hasn't been like zero out of the US, so we don't get that in EU. The same with the streaming. The streaming, I can't remember which website they had it, but it was a website that is also like US only, so cannot access. There was also another event where they just give movie tickets, but of course it was a cinema in the US. So when you look at all these things, actually what you get here in Europe is kind of the scenes and the birthday gift. And yeah, of course you get the early access and so on, but for those things you have to be ready to pay like heavy shipping. Now there's another benefit that is nice maybe, but gives you access to some cool thing. You get access to the close friends Instagram account of A24. So it has happened many times that in that close friends they have been doing like some sort of quizzes, right? Where like if you get the right, they make a question. If you get the answer, you get a prize, right? Normally connected to movies, but those things there is like normally one prize per question. It goes out like this. So if you are not available, like see you, you're not gonna get it. And also the questions are quite tricky, right? It's in a way probably it's fine because it's like for people who really know the movies that might get the prize, but I don't think you will get many of those in a lifetime. So I'm not sure to what extent you can consider it a benefit. Now I want to go back to the shipping cost because that's as I said, that's the elephant in the room. I have some examples here. I was trying different products to see how it is, just to highlight how really expensive it is to order from the A24 shop being in Europe, right? So as I said before, one vinyl, the shipping for one vinyl is about $36. This includes the VAT, so it depends a little bit on the country, as I said, but $36. And for example, I would say like most of their vinyls are like under that price, so the price of the vinyls is now doubling because of the shipping cost. If you want to order a vinyl and a movie, the shipping cost balloons to $55. If you want to order two vinyls, the shipping cost is $62. So, for example, if you want to order a single movie, now The Lighthouse was released, the movie costs $47 for the 4K, but the shipping cost is $36, right? So if the price goes up to $83 for a 4K Blu-ray. Of course, it's a collector's edition, super nice and all, but I think it's a lot of money, right? Like the Arrow version video costs 30 to 35. I think you can find it online for like even less than that. I order the pre-order including shipping for in my case was like I think not even 30 pounds because it was from the UK. So yeah, around $35 is the alternative. Of course, it's not the same edition, but still a special edition, right? Like Arrow has very nice releases as well. More examples. If you want to buy a movie plus a t-shirt, $50. Movie plus t-shirt plus hoodie, $100 for shipping. Movie plus hoodie, $70 per shipping. The shipping for just one hoodie, $50. And so on, right? So you get the point. They are very expensive. So I went ahead and tried to compare this to other online shops. For example, I recently made a purchase of at Mondo for 2 vinyl records, and then the shipping for one vinyl was $16, and the shipping for 2 vinyls was $21. That makes much more sense to me than the shipping cost almost doubling for 2 vinyls at A24. Now, it's important, I think, to highlight is, of course, I don't expect, of course, they don't have the volume of sales that I don't know, like Amazon, right? And also, we know how bad are the conditions at Amazon, right? So of course, no one expects that kind of level, right? But still, I feel like they could be better, right? Another example of another online shop that I thought could be somewhat similar. Sacred Bones, right? They have like movies, they have records, they have clothes, and books. So let's talk about that. They use DHL, which has some go green policies, they say, but the shipping for a T-shirt is $12. A book plus a T-shirt is 20. A book plus a T-shirt plus the vinyl is 46. That was the most expensive one. Two vinyls for $23. A hoodie and a movie, the shipping is $22. So it is way cheaper. And DHL, I think, is decent enough. I receive like packages from DHL like almost all the time here in Denmark, and like it's always fine. So another like super cool things of course the A24 shop is the books, but the books are $60 and they are quite heavy. For example, recently there was a 30% discounts on books for members, so that was like super nice. But again, like if you try to buy a couple of books, like how much is the shipping, right? So the discount is good, but it's normally not good enough for like to push you to buy, right? Like ideally, I would like to buy for them like many times per year. But for example, the shipping for two books here I have it written down is $96. So you would be paying 210 or so dollars for two books with the shipping, because it's 120 plus 96. So and the shipping for one book is $52. So I think like those prices are just too high, right? So I guess it turned kind of into a rant, but now I want to put some thoughts on how I think this can be improved, right? So first of all, I think they need to review the shipping costs. That's the main thing. Either try to get a better deal with the company they have, or maybe just get moved to another company, even maybe for international shipping. I don't know. I think that's something that they should review ideally, but of course this is also a long process. Ideally they would have like an EU online shop, right, where we could buy directly from there, and also if they have like EU warehouse, right, that problem is over as well. Another thing, I know this is kind of like a long shot, it might depend on how many members they have outside of the US. Of course I don't know those things, but what if they could just store things for you until you decide to ship them, right? Let's say now the Lighthouse 4K came out, right? But I know that they are making the a book for Midsummer, right? So I kind of want to buy both things, but I don't want to pay shipping twice, right? So what if I could make a reservation for the Lighthouse 4K, right? Like paying the full price now. That I guess that's fine. No problem about that. And then when the Midsummer book comes out, I pay again there. Like I paid for the book and the shipping of both things, right? And have both shipped, right? I mean, in the case that, for example, that the movie would sell out, right? For example, this version of Midsummer that has been like sold out for a while until they reprinted it. Now it's available like generally, like it's good, but it has been out of print for a while. So to avoid those things, right, would be nice if we can just get the things maybe when they have discounts, right? Like what I was saying with the books. The book has 30% discount, so okay, for example, the Hereditary book, okay, then I buy that one now, just like to be shipped later. I know it's kind of like a long shot. It might depend on how many customers they have outside of the US, but could be something to consider. And then maybe explore other benefits, right? Like I don't know, like draws between the members. Maybe just like the international members. Maybe exclude members who have won in the past. And I'm sure there are more ways to improve this membership, but that's what I could come up with for now. So the last thing maybe to mention is that of course I will renew my membership. The membership program, I think it started kind of a year ago, so now it's time for me to renew mine. Of course I will do it, but for me, I'm a big A24 fan. You can see like I have several movies, posters, and so on. There's a sense of belonging to a tribe, maybe. I think that has some value that maybe even if financially or like the sum of the things you get maybe are not, maybe they don't add up to what you pay for the membership, still belonging to the A24 close fans or like or members basically it has some value as well. But the membership is not the only way to support A24. A24, especially now, right, has had like a very successful year 2022, where, for example, with Everything Everywhere alone, they have made 135 $1 million in the box office, when the movie only costed 14 million to make. And they have other like successes during the year, right? Like they start to have several and more and more. Look at the winners of the Oscars, right? They were involved in all the major categories. So I feel like now the financial support that one can do through the membership is very, very little. I'm not sure, like, probably not. It was never their intention, but I feel like there are other ways to support, like going to the movies, like go see the movies in the cinema. Then in other parts of the world, there are like very nice releases. This is Japan, this is South Korea, Europe has also very nice ones. You can see in my channel there are like several reviews of European versions, and the labels who get the rights to make these releases, of course, they have to pay to A24 as well. So by buying those releases, you're also supporting A24. So that's all I have to say about it. I'm still a happy member, but I'm very concerned, or like sad about the shipping costs. I wish I could buy more from them, and that's definitely what is stopping me. So thank you so much for watching and listening to me. This is, I know it sounds kind of like a rant, but it's not. I'm just like trying to explain how is the experience for European customers, and I would love to hear from you. Write in the comments to I would love to know if you're a member, if you're considering it, like even how has been your experience, like for as a member as well. So yeah, that's it. If you want, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, enable notifications, and also you can follow me on Instagram, the account with the same handle. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all at Okie Dogs.